Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Wesley. At the end of 2019, I produced and released my first full-length instrumental album. It was entitled Dance of the Night, and now that it's been a little over a year, I'm just kind of looking back over that process and I'm just feeling like, oh man, I wish I would have done so many things differently. So today I want to share with you guys 5 of those things that I wished I had done different in producing my own album. Number 1, I wish I would have had all of the tracks professionally mastered. I feel like now when I listen back to all the tracks, I don't know, they feel a little dark, and even though the dynamics of the arrangement are, exciting and lively and have energy, I feel like the mix lacks energy and does not match the arrangement. Now, I'm a decent audio engineer. I know how to do, your basic mixing and make things sound pretty good and even. But again, I really wish I had given those tracks over to a pro that could have just put the finishing touches and the polish across all the tracks and made the whole album feel more consistent. Number 2, I wish I would have had my drums tracked professionally. Now, everything that you hear on the album, I did record, but I recorded them on a piano. So they are MIDI tracks, and I applied GGD's modern and massive drum sounds to those things that I recorded. So I didn't just drag in pre-recorded loops or anything like that. It was the parts that I wanted. But again, because they are MIDI drums, I feel like they lacked some dynamic and energy and liveliness that real drums bring to a mix. Number 3, I wish I would have promoted. Now, I have, a circle of friends and a family that I obviously, gave all the music out to and had CDs that people could purchase and things like that. But I really wish that I would have done a better job promoting outside of my normal circle of friends and family. So whether that have been, going into, local coffee shops or venues and put out flyers or talk to more people, or did more social media marketing, sponsored ads, or, put stuff in the local music forums or papers or anything like that. I just wish I would have expanded the marketing outside of my normal friends and family. Number 4, I wish I would have gotten some better takes in. Like listening to some of the other parts, some people may not notice, but I noticed a lot of things that, I'm like, I could have made that, solo or whatever much cleaner. And I think what happens a lot of times, to those of you who are familiar with the recording process, is you come in, let's say you're gonna have a session of like an hour where you're laying down guitar parts, you start getting tired and frustrated, and then, but you don't want to stop, you want to get this done, right? And you do take the best take that you laid down in that time frame, but I wish what I would have done was, stepped away, took some time, came back, and then tried again, get a better take for the mix. Number 5, I wish I would have performed the album more. Now, I did have a CD release show where I had a band and we played the songs from top to bottom, and that was a blast. It was awesome. Again, I had friends and family that attended. We had CDs for people to buy. It was a great time, but then after that, I didn't really do much any other performing. I probably could have for a little bit, but the calendar rolled over to 2020, and we all know what happened in 2020. So it was kind of impossible to play, at local venues or coffee shops or anything like that to kind of get my music out into the community. Now here's the thing. Those of you that create things, whether it be music, art, poetry, whatever, it's so easy to just rip your own stuff apart, right? Be really hard on yourself. And here's the thing, even though there are a million things I would have done differently for this album, I'm super proud that I accomplished that I wrote all the songs, that I recorded them, that I produced them, that I released them. I mean, that was a huge accomplishment for me. And again, I'm proud of myself for following through on the whole process. I think as creatives, it's very easy to fall into that fear like, oh, I'm gonna fail, or I'm not gonna create the thing that I have in my head. I'm afraid that it's not gonna be as good as I want it to be. And that prevents us from following through on that dream or on that creative process. Don't let that happen. Follow through, create that thing that you were made to create, and do it, and let it bring joy to yourself and joy to others. I am excited to say that in a couple of days, I'm gonna be releasing a music video for the title track, Dance of the Night. Now, I shot and recorded and edited this video a long time ago when I actually released the album, but I pretty much just shared it with friends and family. So I'm super excited to share it with you guys. So please check back in a couple of days for that video. I hope this video was helpful for you all. I hope it inspired you. If so, please give me a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I just invite you to do so, be a part of this community, and I hope to see you in the next video.